Well, hello everybody, Jason Up, New Age Revolution Cave. Put an extra, a little bit of sauce on that one. Happy Sunday. It's hot. It's hot here in good old upstate New York. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot for TV. Too hot for everything. Too hot for swimming, says the old man. Big announcement, folks. Big announcement to be made here. 9 years ago or so, the channel started. 9 years ago. And shortly thereafter, okay, so 9 years ago the channel started, and I'm, I do all this 80s stuff, and when it came to pop culture in the way of music or movies or TV shows, I always stuck to the classics. I stuck to the oldies, and I will continue to. Wrestling, we dabbled a little bit with AEW. I catch the occasional, formerly known as pay-per-view. I catch those here and there. But my TV, my movie, my gaming was always retro, right? It was always from yesteryear. Even my toy collecting. In fact, I openly boycotted the re-release figures, the Ghostbusters re-release, the He-Man re-release, the Turtles re-release. Obviously, we know how that turned out. And there was one particular thing that I was boycotting, and had pretty much boycotted. And up recently, I wasn't boycotting it. I just wasn't thinking about it. I didn't care. But there was a time right from the start of the channel where I was boycotting a particular pop culture icon, as it came to be known. And for years, people would say, "Hey, have you seen so and so? Have you watched this and that?" And I would say, "No, I don't want anything to do with that. It's not my bag, not my cup of tea." Partially because I don't. So when television shows made today try to recapture the 80s, I get a little, I'm very sensitive to that sort of thing. I'm very analytical. I get a little insulted. The Goldbergs is one of those examples. Yes, we're currently watching the Goldbergs, and it's done well. It's done very well. I mean, my over analytical mind is saying some things are cross-contaminating and they wouldn't really be in that period of time. Silly. Plus, I'm also extremely jealous that Adam Goldberg took his childhood and made it into a hit. All right, but there was one particular show that the masses have been begging me to watch and are shocked that I didn't watch it. Well, my 1/3 of the Retro Trinity, that is me, Liam, and Finley, 1/3 of those, of that organization, Liam, last year started watching Stranger Things. Now, his mother didn't approve of it. Apparently, it was full of violence and blood and gore and rape and crack use and all kinds of impurities. So she forbade him to watch it. Well, I said, look, you have a smartphone, and here's my Netflix password. Go have fun. And he watched the entire series of Stranger Things on his little screen while laying in bed. Sticking it to the man. And even as he was watching it and loving it, I said, not interested. Well, today the Finster was at his friend's house. He had his first solo sleepover over another kid's house, and he was still gone at like 3 o'clock today. And Liam said, "Hey, you remember like a few months ago you said you might check out Stranger Things? Would you like to watch Stranger Things?" And I stared at him, and I almost immediately said, no. But then I saw the glimmer in his eye. I saw the hope kind of wash over his face, and it's kind of like that moment where he was just waiting for an answer, and could tell he was anticipating a letdown, a rejection. But folks, I'm here to tell you. In fact, I'm proud to tell you. I said sure. And he quickly turned about face and ran into the living room and called it up on the Netflix. And we sat down and we watched season 1, episode 1 of Stranger Things. From beginning to end. 48 minutes. Now, folks, I would be overly dramatic if I said I'm in love with Stranger Things. I think it's way too early to tell. I mean, it's only episode 1, but as I said to my good close personal friend Tansky, it's aesthetically beautiful. They have done a good job at capturing the atmosphere, the environment of the 80s. I like the kids. There's one kid in particular that I have had a bit of a decade of dislike for. I'm not going to name any names, but one of the children in the show I just don't like. But even she wasn't intolerable. In the show, she didn't say anything, so I can't hate on Millie. So I tell you this, folks, I am proud again to announce that I have begun the Stranger Things climb to the top of the Stranger Mountain. Thankfully, there's only 8 to 12 episodes per season, 4 seasons. The 5th one kicks off, the 5th and final kicks off, I think, in Christmas time, December. Of course, we will have them all watched by then, maybe twice. I am no longer ashamed. I'm no longer a hater. I'm out of the closet. I'm watching Stranger Things. Good night now.